We know we get water. The little water we get, we therefore make sure say we man them. No, so we begin and go out for drink tomorrow. No, so we want fresh water for them garden there. No, so we want water for them go to them ship there all. No, so not only mortal man no more we want fresh water for. They fish themselves. Now then stream there. If the water not good then they die. Alive? We could begin ask the question when we cut teeth, waiting go happy. And now for us before we cut all the teeth there.
It's been a summer of hurricanes and floods.
In other parts of the world, the storms are heavier, rainy seasons are erratic, and are causing heavy floods. The dry periods are longer, resulting in droughts. The whole world is getting hotter. It is called global warming, which causes changes in climate patterns, which is climate change. Are we ready for the impact of climate change? First, let us look at where we are in Sierra Leone, especially the western area.
One of the biggest challenges that it faces right now is erosion of the hillsides, the soil from the hillsides, because the hills have been denuded of all the trees. So the intensive impact of rainfall, the protection that the soil had from heavy rain is no longer there in most places.
Trees are being replaced by houses in our forests. Not even our water catchment areas have been spared.
When you look at the way flooding is disturbing our country today, it is because of the way we have cut down trees. Because the trees there are acting as not only as carbon sink, but they also help to hold the water together. But because we have cut down these trees, so we now have this issue of erosion. And when the rains come, they flood our communities, destroying property and destroying lives. So there is every need for us to be able to preserve our forest.
The tragic region disaster unfortunately tells us about the importance of trees to prevent erosion leading to mudslides.
When we destroy forests, we're destroying our very livelihoods.
This is Bauma in Godrich, part of Ward C. We're here to talk to some charcoal burners to see what they think about their burning of charcoal and the forest.
So we now they burn the coal then. The stick then now we they cut then they make them like they call them jung. So now then jung then they take they dig hole, they dig the hole, we make them, then from there we put some tick then under they call them matter. So after we don't put there now from there that whole day now they will pack them, we don't pack and fine, we put leaf and put dirty. Then from there we put the fire. Then after we don't cut down, we continue to go other side.
Now they go for another side.
Yes.
Now they left that side there.
Yes.
But you don't connect, say if all them forests they also come out, water go dry na yaso.
Yes. Actually, that side I can because I know we get that experience there. Unless person like way they explain to me so that now we able know and we able get a understanding through by that. But because to me ideas I know get a lot of ideas.
We've just finished talking to some people at Bauma. They are charcoal burners. It's interesting that they cannot see the connect between cutting down trees and all this water we're seeing. They're telling us about water bubbling from up, but they don't know how the water gets in. They say they plant trees, but we don't know how many trees they burn.
Whilst at Bauma, we find out from local residents that there is a pattern of dependency between the coal burners and the land grabbers.
But most of the time, how about these coal burners then? The people most of the time are the coal and need. They can burn the coal and cut the stick, then burn the coal. After that, then push go before. But other people now can come about now because this place all now inside. They make papers through the lands, then sell them to other people around. But most of the people are can burn coal. What it matters so it's not about the place, it's about the stick and for burn the coal. Then push forward the other side.
Although the coal producers here fail to see a connection between cutting down of trees and our natural water supply, we are off to see some people on the opposite side of town who have made the connection between their water system and protecting their trees.
Now we God don't give this gift of this cane stick water. Well, we call the water cane stick because the cane stick itself, it play a big role in our community as far as for safeguard the water. When I wanna see the thickness of this cane, now so the place under a coal, and constantly the water where they come out from that rock that day, passing through the cane, is very cold.
The people of Cane Stick are doing everything they can as a community to keep their trees and maintain their abundant water supply.
But una know say if the continent tick the up yonder, it go ambogin una water.
Yes. They ambog. Because they would send they all the support for let the water not dry.
We consider them a blessing and we continue for protect them. Because we know say water na life.
During the rainy season, there is water everywhere. Our hills have water rushing out. Then come the dry season and we start running around for water. Water can be harvested during the time of plenty and used during the dry season.
This was a void, so I just make use of it. It comes as far as probably this end. Of this, you can park about 3-4 vehicles. Yes.
But after construction, we found it very difficult to bring Guma. Even though we connected the pipes, we have a Guma pipe down there, but it was very difficult for the gravity to come up the hill. So we decided to harvest. We bought some Miller tanks. They are here. We have about 20,000 liters that we store. We keep in this place. We collect water from the pipe. These are some of the pipes. We collect water and then that is the main one. It goes into the big tank there and then water comes here. They are all full. Overflow now at the moment.
The Ministry of Water Resources, Global Environment Facility, GEF, and UNDP developed a number of infrastructures in locations around the Western area to help mitigate the impact of climate change on our water supply.
More recently, the UNDP sponsored the construction of another 160,000 liter reservoir, the round structure that you see there. So when that tank is full, the waste goes over there. And here we have some underground water, spring water that comes at the height of the rains. It's already started coming out. Water comes out of this hole. And what we're doing is tapping it to go into the reservoir.
As long as people they go up and resettle, they cause stick and they broke stone and they burn charcoal, this water more we don't get like how we get before because of this deforestation.
We have to come together as a nation to protect our catchment. I mean, that is the fact. Let us stop cutting down trees. Let us stop encroaching buildings into the catchment areas.
Our lives and livelihoods, social, cultural, economic, all are inextricably linked to forest ecosystems. When we destroy forests, we're destroying our very livelihoods.
What can we do? As already pointed out here in Sierra Leone, it's about trees, trees, trees. We have to reduce the rate at which we cut down trees for construction, charcoal, etc. More trees need to be planted, especially in deforested areas and our catchment areas. Now is the time to make the difference. Do not wait until water runs out. Water is life. Climate change is here. We have to change.